Computer update.
Thermals indicate possible camouflage access in wet sector 43.
Quake II was released in 1997 by id Software, the same developer house that brought us Doom 2 and 3. So things are going off to a good start. Quake II features campaign and multiplayer modes. While the campaign was serviceable, it was the multiplayer that set Quake apart and really put it on the map. This element of the game was so successful, being the most played online title of 1998, that it's been spawning clones ever since. Notable mentions of these clones are Alien Arena, Next Wiz, I don't know how to pronounce that, and Warsaw. All of which take imitation to the level of mimicry, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Quake was a fantastic game, and they're all good games in their own right. But overshadowing all of these clones is Quake Live, which was released in 2010 by the original developers id Software. This is the game we'll be playing today. The magic of browser-based gaming allows us to play yesterday's multiplayer today, and that's just mathematical. Your first few hours will make or break the game for you, however, and it will either be incredibly aggravating or you can see it as a steep learning curve, but that's dependent on your willingness to improve. The skill level is redonkulously high. I mean, I cannot overstate how difficult this game is for a new player. You're going to spend a lot of time staring at this screen at first, but the fast respawn times are a heaven sent. Quake will still be a wet kip around the face of a wake-up call for those who think they have even a modicum of FPS skill. And I'm looking at the COD players here. You know who you are. Quake definitely hails from the old school of Hard Knocks school. Each match you play will be brutal, and I think I've already hinted at the fact that you will die. And die and die a lot, and then die some more. But with each match comes a steady improvement, and you will slowly but surely see your score start to creep up as you learn the ins and outs of each map and hone your weapon skills. In every game you play, there will be that guy. He always seems to have quad damage and has a seemingly unerring robotic accuracy, and you will likely have no idea what he actually looks like, as soon as you see him, you're dead. You know him only by his name, which sits mockingly next to yours, separated by the weapon he killed you with. But once you begin to accept that actually he's not hacking, and he's just in fact much better than you start to appreciate his skill, and gain a hunger to obtain it. Skill in Quake is separated into several areas. There's map knowledge, movement, and weapon skill. The most important, of course, is weapon skill. You will need an intricate knowledge of fire rates, projectile speed, and the appropriate time to use each weapon. Learning how to lead your targets with each weapon and second guess where your opponent will be is paramount to improving your score. Not to be forgotten, you need to learn the location of each health pack, power-up and weapon, otherwise you will find yourself ill-equipped and outgunned, but mostly just dead. The skill of movement is a mirror of the weapon skill. You must learn to move in such a way that you are hard to hit, and this will change depending on the weapon your opponent is wielding. And it doesn't hurt to develop the skill to be able to move independent of where you're looking. If you're stuck looking in the way you're moving, you're going to be dead more often because you just will not see enemies coming, and you will be killed from angles that you didn't even conceive existed. Quake is insanely difficult, but it's not unfair. Every time you are killed, there is a way you can see to improve. In fact, you'll learn so much just by spectating that guy, to see how he plays, how he moves around the map, and how exactly he kills you every time. Improvement is not an impossible target in this game, and it's pretty much what you're going to have to strive for, otherwise you're not going to like this game at all and you shouldn't bother playing it. You have to be ready for that steep learn curve, but actually once you ascend it, this game is pure bliss. You'll have your heart pounding every single second that you play it, and I can't recommend that you try this game enough. If you think you have any FPS skill, play this game. You'll be knocked down about 10 pegs, but you know what? Rising back up those pegs and then going back into the games where you think you have skill, now that is satisfying. Thanks for watching this retro review, guys. It has been a pleasure reviewing it, and it's been a pleasure to have your company. I hope you look forward to the next one, and I hope you go out and play Quake Live now. This has been Westloar, over and out.